Okay, I've got this pocket knife I've been working on here for a while. I just got it pinned together today. You can see the heads of the rivets are unfinished on that, on both of the bolsters. I still need to level out the back of it, but I do have a problem that I need to address right now before I go any further, and that is, let me go ahead and close that, is if you look down there, you can see the blade isn't exactly centered in the blade well right there. So what they used to do, the way you fix that, and there could be a number of reasons why it's doing that. I mean, if it's a used knife, it could have, somebody might have bent the blade, the pin might be twisted inside there. But in the case of this knife, it wasn't particularly ground symmetrical, so it's a little bit off center. But that's not a problem because I'll be able to fix that, and you'll never be able to know. So the way they used to do it, or they probably still do it in some of the cutlery factories, is they use this little thing right here, which is called a stitty. And they would stick the blade on this little step here on the stitty and then strike the kick of the blade or the tang with the pointy end of the riveting hammer and move the blade to whatever side they needed to do. But, there's a chance you could upset the head on the rivet when you do that, or you could, break the blade. If the tang's annealed, it's not that much of a problem. A lot of carbon knives, carbon steel knives at the factory, I know for sure Great Eastern Cutlery anneals their tangs, and I think Case does too. This particular knife right here, I did not heat treat this. I sent this out to Paul Baugh's heat treat in Post Falls, Idaho at the Buck facility. They do a really good job on the heat treat, and it's 154 cm, and the tang isn't annealed on this. But I have a way to center that blade that doesn't involve striking it, and I'm going to show you how I do that. So what we'll do is we need to move over here to the other area of the shop here, come around the corner a little bit, and I'm going to do that right here on this arbor press, and I'll show you how I set it up and I do it. Okay, so we're ready to go here. I've got an arbor press right here. Going to be using this. This is called a crinking block. I'm going to put a piece of tape on there on this. It's got a little step right here so it doesn't mar the surface of the blade. Got this little clamp, and I got this little piece of steel here. This is a piece of hardened 01 tool steel. It's probably about 100 thousandths thick, something like that. And it's been hardened and tempered to a deep straw color, which is probably about the hardness of the blade. Well, not the blade in this knife because that's 154 cm. It's going to be a little bit harder, but I'm going to go ahead and set this up in there, and then we'll go ahead and get that blade centered. Okay, so this is how I got things set up in here. I got that little crinking block down there. You can kind of see the detail on it. The piece of tape, that's going to protect the blade. And I got this little piece of, back out a little bit, got that piece of metal right here. That's going to do the, sorry about that, going to do the crinking on the tang of the blade. And I got it clamped in there, and I just got a bolt up in here for a stop. So on this particular blade right here, you can see that the blade here is kind of off to the left there. That would be the pile side of the knife. So this side right here with the shield and the nail nick, that's the mark side. So what we need to do is we need to move that over a little bit towards the mark side of the knife. So you're going to have to open up the knife here. Okay, so got the knife opened up. So since I need to move it towards the mark side, I'm going to have to push on the mark side of the tang there. So anyways, just to go over things again, I'm going to be sticking this thing on this crinking block here. Let me get that thing up there. I'm going to stick that thing on the crinking block, and I'm going to put the crinking block's a little bit out of position there. I'm going to put the tool there right on the kick of the blade. Try and get that straight. I'm just going to put a little pressure on that. You can see how the whole assembly here is flexing, and just kind of move that over a little bit. Yeah, it can still come over just a little bit more. I mean, you know, you're too much of a perfectionist on this, and you know, you just wind up chasing it from one end to the other, going back and forth, back and forth. Okay, try that one more time. Okay, see what we're looking at here. God darn it, too far to the other side. You want to see that there. So like I said, you know, you just wind up chasing this thing back and forth. But this way I like it better because I can kind of see what I'm doing a little bit better. Okay, now we'll see. Hopefully I didn't get it too far. God darn it. I swear I'm chasing this thing from one side to the other. Okay, that's looking pretty good right there. I'm not going to screw with this thing anymore. It's just a game of tenths of a thousandth at this point. Not worth it.